Hi guys, here
Hi guys.
is Helle and me, Sandra, in the kitchen of Helle's apartment, and she is me showing some cooking, food prepping, to give me some tips and new ideas that I can take home. Yeah, you see she's now cutting, I forgot the name.
It's a butternut squash.
Yeah, butternut squash.
It's one of my favorite vegetables, and I'm just gonna put them over here. I heated a little bit of coconut oil in the pan, just like a small teaspoon, and then I'm just gonna add them into a pan. If you want it to go quicker, you can also put them in the microwave first and preheat them, but I have a lid for the pan, so I'm just gonna put the pan over so they cook pretty quickly. Otherwise it can take some time if you don't cover it with a lid. And we actually have been cooking some over here before we got the idea, hey, why don't we film our cooking session? Maybe others would like to get some ideas. So this is ground turkey, and you can use this for, over your rice or over your miracle noodles. I've had a lot of people ask me about my miracle noodles that I use a lot. They look like this, and they have absolutely 0 calories. You can get them on Amazon. But yeah, I use this meat for a number of things. You can also put it in burritos. I use these. P28 wraps, high protein wraps. One wrap has 28 grams of protein as well. And you can see, actually a lot of times I use only half a wrap. So that'll give me like, 13.5 grams of carbs, 2.5 grams of sugar, and 14 grams of. So what did we put in? We put red peppers, tomatoes, red onions, green spring onions, lots of spices. Some of my favorites are fennel, cayenne pepper. I have some Mrs. Dodge in there. I think it's like a Southwest Chipotle. I got some Italian herbs. I got some garlic salt, paprika, onion salt. Oh yeah, and this is my favorite. You can use it for literally everything. You can put it on your chicken. You can cook up your ground chicken with it to kind of make a sauce and make sure it doesn't get too dry. But anyway, if you put a lot of veggies in your ground chicken or ground turkey, it won't get dry. So it's only if you don't use vegetable. If you use the fat-free version, it can get dry. So use your vegetables. And yeah, I put some salsa in there also, just to get a little zing. And a little trick, when I eat sushi, I save these wasabis. So I use them in dishes like that, just to give it a little kick. So I like food with a little kick to it. So, alright, we're almost done with our butternuts. And we're gonna make some burritos with some butternuts on the side. And we're also gonna make some protein pancakes. Yum, yum, yum. Alright guys, look at this. So we got our butternut squash, they're done. Our main dish is done. Now we're gonna go to the dessert. So I'm gonna show you guys how you make a really good cup of coffee. I just need my Nescafe over here. I know you can make it like with all kinds of like gourmet coffees, and you can make you know, barista style, but I'm making hella quickie style. So, Nescafe, I do like 1.5, just each little flavor. Okay, and then I got this almond creamer. It's dairy free, 10 calories per serving, 1 gram of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 0 grams of sugars. We're gonna add that. I'm just gonna stir this out, and of course, we also gonna add some other yummies because this is the original unsweetened, and the reason why I didn't pick vanilla or whatever, because those have sugars, and you can just make your own sugar-free version. So you can get these 0 calories, 0 sugar, different syrups, and I've got you can get all kinds of glazed donuts, vanilla. I've got a maple, bourbon, pecan, just to tell you guys. You can get any flavor coffee that you like. Something that I like to add is also from Devotion Nutrition. They got different flavors, all kinds of yummies here. I'm going to add the creme brulee today. It goes well with the salted caramel. And I'm just going to use 1 pack for 2 cups of coffee, because we are also adding a little bit of the salted caramel, like that. Some of the salted caramel. And this is going to be a great cup. And this is going to be a great cup of coffee that you cannot get at Starbucks or Coffee Bean or anywhere else. Completely sugar-free. And let's see how it is. Nice and sweet. Now let's make some pancakes. So the coffee, this is Sandra's coffee. Good. So Sandra suddenly said, we should have filmed the pancakes, and I already made them. So I'm going to explain how I made it. I mean, I haven't physically made them on a pan yet, but I've made the concoction. And what I use is, I use a full 16 ounces of this, or 2 cups of egg whites. It's about the same. And then I use protein powder. It can be any one. I use the cookies and cream, and actually another one that I have with the chocolate. I mixed it up a little bit. So 2 scoops of protein. I put in 3 scoops of this silicone husk. The scoop sizes are, it's probably like a teaspoon. So the silicone husk is pretty important, because that's gonna make sure that the pancakes is not going to be like an egg white consistency. It's actually making it kind of gooey, more like a pancake, how it's supposed to be. I also added a little bit of Jell-O. You don't have to, but this is the sugar-free Jell-O, and it's also fat-free. And it also helps a little bit with the consistency, and it adds a little chocolate flavor. Then I added the salted caramel syrup that I showed you guys before, and I added 2 packs of the creme brulee. And that's it. Nothing else. So it's real easy. This is a carb-free version. You can add oats if you want a more carb version, but very simple. Just egg white. I put a little bit of coconut oil in the pan. Not much. Just a little drizzle. I'm gonna make them big, and I'm probably gonna make 3-4 pancakes out of this, big ones, and that's it. So another option to make the pancake a little bit oops, I think I gotta just see how it does. Okay, it's still good. You want to kind of check it so it doesn't burn. I have these cacao sweet nips, and they're really low in calories, like 100% cacao. It's just 1 teaspoon is 1.5 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, 1 sugar, 0 protein. So I just do kind of like a little drizzle, so it's not really gonna amount to that much calories. So I'll do that off season. I'll do a little drizzle, and also for maybe some inspiration on what you can put on it. I've got some stuff over here. Of course, the maple syrup. This one is sugar-free. And I got this raspberry jam from Nature's Hollow, and it's also sugar-free. And if you are allowed to get a little extra fat, you can use like a pecan butter, peanut butter, almond butter, you know, whatever nut butter you like. It tastes super great. My favorite is nut butter with raspberry or blueberry jam on top. It's the bomb. Alright, so we are about ready here, making our burritos. So I'm just gonna, I took this wrap, the protein wrap that I showed earlier, and I just put it in, cut it in half, because it's already 14 grams of protein in a half, and in a half, and there's 27 in a full, 27 grams of carbs in a full one, 28 of protein in a full one. So we want to like cut the carbs today. So that's why we're doing a half, and then we are gonna fill it with some yummy turkey veggie mix. And I think I'm actually going to add a little bit of this orange ginger marinade. Also, it just came with Amazon. It just came in the mail just now, so I had run out of it. So drizzle. You're probably pretty full to roll, but we're gonna try it. It worked out well. There you go. Ready to serve. Here you come, Sandra.